The executive office is being dissolved. We have said that, but the work of OCDETF is continuing. The resources that were previously provided to law enforcement organizations through OCDETF are now going directly to those organizations. I will assure you, no work will be sacrificed as a result of getting rid of the executive office of OCDETF. The agents and the attorneys are working with Homeland Security. They're all working together as a unit.
Okay, Attorney General Bondi, I'm running out of time, and I'm going to put some questions in QFRs, because again, this is conservative think tanks and others are pointing about the literally over 1,000 people being taken off of things that I think would concern the public. I'd like to get that, but I also just want to quickly mention...
So seriously, are you completely joking with me at this moment? Attorney General Pam Bondi was just discovered outright eliminating proof during a federal trial. A federal judge actually revealed her actions inside the courtroom. The judge highlighted absent files. The judge pointed out discrepancies in the proof. The judge required information on who approved the elimination of proof, and Pam Bondi simply remained there and became motionless. She lacked a response. She lacked a justification. She simply became motionless, directly in public court, as the judge dismantled her whole argument. This is totally outrageous. This is the type of situation that ruins professional paths and ruins presidential terms. This is the type of situation that results in loss of legal privileges. This is the type of situation that results in legal accusations. And this is occurring to Trump's personal attorney general at this time. Before proceeding, additionally, view this.
We have some news breaking on the story we brought you at the top of the hour, the turmoil atop the FBI. Two sources familiar with the matter telling NBC News that Deputy Director of the FBI, Dan Bongino, may be leaving his job after a heated confrontation with Attorney General Pam Bondi over his frustration with how the Justice Department has handled the Jeffrey Epstein file. Reverend Al Sharpton's here as well. Vaughn, let me read from what you and our colleague Ken Delanian are reporting. Bongino did not report to work today amid speculation about his whereabouts, the sources said. It came after a heated confrontation Wednesday at a meeting with Pam Bondi and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles.
Let me explain what occurred, since this is totally outrageous. In a session regarding matters involving prominent individuals such as James Comey, a federal judge challenged Bondi's group concerning absent proof. The judge stated files were absent. The judge stated there existed discrepancies in the proof. The judge charged Bondi's staff with concealing or eliminating crucial proof that could have aided the accused side. The judge confronted them publicly in court. The judge required responses regarding who approved the elimination of proof, and Bondi's group lacked satisfactory responses. Bondi personally simply became motionless. She was unaware of what to respond. She appeared discovered. She appeared culpable. And the entire courtroom recognized that something extremely incorrect had taken place within her justice agency. Now, consider the significance of this. Bondi serves as the Attorney General of the United States. She leads the Department of Justice. She is expected to uphold the law. She is expected to safeguard the Constitution. She is expected to guarantee that fairness is achieved. But evidently, Bondi's group is eliminating proof. Evidently, Bondi's group is concealing proof from accused attorneys. Evidently, Bondi's group is hiding proof that could assist accused individuals. That's not fairness. That's the reverse of fairness. That's illegal behavior. That's blocking fairness. That's breaching professional standards. That's betraying all that the Justice Department is meant to represent. And here's what's additionally severe. There's proof that Trump directed this. There exist Trump Truth social entries where Trump states, "We can't postpone anymore, justice must be delivered immediately." There exist disclosed communications indicating Trump directing accelerated charges. There exist signs that Trump was urging the DOJ to charge individuals quicker than justified by the proof. And evidently Bondi was following Trump's directives. Evidently Bondi was employing the DOJ to execute Trump's individual grudge toward his opponents. Evidently Bondi was converting the DOJ into what individuals are labeling Trump's retaliation apparatus. That's totalitarianism. That's employing state authority for partisan aims. That's against the Constitution. And the particular matters we're discussing involve individuals such as James Comey, who served as the FBI director during Trump's initial presidency. Trump has sought retaliation against Comey for many years. Trump has demanded Comey face charges. And evidently, Bondi's group is performing precisely that. They're charging Comey, but they're achieving it through altering proof. They're achieving it through eliminating files. They're achieving it through concealing proof from the accused side. And a federal judge just discovered them engaging in it. A federal judge just revealed them publicly in court. And Bondi simply became motionless. She was unable to justify her actions. So what represent the consequences of this? First, it indicates Bondi will likely encounter loss of legal privileges. A Florida bar grievance is presently submitted toward her. The grievance covers numerous pages. It outlines the supposed elimination of proof. It outlines the supposed professional breaches. It outlines the supposed altering of proof. And if that grievance advances, Bondi might face loss of legal privileges. Bondi might forfeit her legal authorization. Bondi might never engage in legal practice anymore. That's the type of outcome that arises from altering proof. Second, it indicates there will exist blocking fairness inquiries. Federal examiners are evidently examining if Bondi blocked fairness. Federal examiners are evidently examining if Bondi eliminated proof intentionally. Federal examiners are evidently examining if Bondi breached the law. And if they determine that she committed it, Bondi might encounter legal accusations. Bondi might face incarceration. Bondi might encounter severe federal offenses. That's the severity of altering proof. Third, it indicates the matters Bondi's group initiated could be discarded if judges determine that proof was eliminated or hidden. Those matters could be rejected. The accused individuals could be cleared. The guilty verdicts could be reversed. All the efforts that Bondi's group made to charge these matters could be worthless due to the altering of proof. And that's precisely what tribunals perform when they discover that the state eliminated proof. They reject the matters. They discard the guilty verdicts. They release the accused individuals. And fourth, it accelerates the removal momentum toward Trump. Legislature is observing all this. Legislature is noticing that Bondi's DOJ is supposedly altering proof. Legislature is noticing that the DOJ is supposedly adhering to Trump's directives to charge his opponents without adequate proof. Legislature is noticing that the DOJ has become a tool for Trump's partisan grudge. And legislature is employing all of this as proof that Trump has misused authority. Legislature is employing all of this as proof that Trump has breached the Constitution. Legislature is employing all of this as proof to back removal. So that's the current situation. Attorney General Pam Bondi was discovered eliminating proof during federal trial. A federal judge revealed her publicly in court. Bondi became motionless and was unable to justify her actions. There exist loss of legal privileges grievances toward her. There exist blocking fairness inquiries, and the whole justice agency is being revealed as a tool for Trump's individual retaliation. This is totally unbelievable. This is the type of judicial catastrophe that ruins governments. Let's explore what this truly signifies and why this is extremely grave. Okay, so let's explain precisely what Pam Bondi's DOJ supposedly performed and why it's extremely grave, legally and professionally. You must recognize the severity of altering proof. You must recognize what it signifies for the Justice Department to hide proof. You must recognize how this breaches the law and the Constitution. This isn't some small matter. This is significant illegal behavior that could ruin professional paths and governments. First, let's discuss what took place in that courtroom on November 5th, 2025. A federal judge was overseeing a matter evidently regarding charging of James Comey or individuals linked to him. In the session, the judge raised the topic of absent proof. The judge stated files that ought to have been supplied to the accused side were absent. The judge stated there existed discrepancies in the supplied proof. The judge was evidently suggesting that something was incorrect with how the state had managed the proof, and the judge required responses. The judge inquired who approved those choices. The judge inquired if proof had been eliminated. The judge inquired if proof had been hidden, and Pam Bondi's group lacked satisfactory responses. They became motionless. They were discovered. Now, why is this extremely grave? Because of something known as Brady material. Brady material is proof that's beneficial to the accused. Brady material is proof that might assist the accused side demonstrate lack of guilt or demonstrate reasonable uncertainty. And the law requires the state to reveal Brady material to the accused side. The state can't hide Brady material. The state can't conceal Brady material. The state can't eliminate Brady material. If the state eliminates Brady material, that's breaching the accused's constitutional protections. That's breaching fair process. That's basis for rejecting charges. That's basis for reversing guilty verdicts. That's grave matter. And evidently Bondi's DOJ was performing precisely that. Evidently, Bondi's group was hiding proof. Evidently, Bondi's group was eliminating files. Evidently, Bondi's group was concealing details from accused attorneys. And that's not merely unprofessional. That's against the Constitution. That's breaching the accused's protections. That's basis for the judge to discard the whole matter. That's why the judge was extremely angered. That's why the judge was confronting them publicly in court. Now, let's discuss the particular charges regarding James Comey. Comey served as the FBI director under President Obama. Trump desired Comey dismissed. Trump dismissed Comey in 2017, and for many years, Trump has demanded Comey face charges. Cost taken. Comey performed offenses. Trump has stated Comey ought to face incarceration, and evidently Bondi's DOJ is currently charging Comey according to Trump's requirements, but the manner they're performing it is through supposedly eliminating proof. They're eliminating interactions that might clear Comey. They're eliminating files that might demonstrate Comey lacked offense commitment. They're employing Trump's individual grudge to propel the charge while hiding proof that opposes that grudge. That's totalitarianism. That's a corrupt regime. That's not how fairness operates in America, and here's where the Trump Truth Social entries factor in. Trump has posted on Truth Social stating, "We can't postpone anymore. Justice must be delivered immediately." Trump is essentially stating, accelerate and charge these individuals. Trump is essentially directing the DOJ to charge his opponents quicker. And evidently, Bondi was adhering to Trump. Evidently, Bondi was accelerating charges. Evidently, Bondi was urging chargers to initiate accusations even when the proof wasn't sufficient. And that's why they needed to hide proof and eliminate files, because they lacked sufficient actual proof to demonstrate guilt. They needed to conceal proof to make their argument appear more solid than it really was. Now, let's discuss what it signifies to hide proof and eliminate proof from a judicial viewpoint. When chargers hide proof, when they conceal proof from accused attorneys, that's breaching Brady v. Maryland, which is a Supreme Court matter that determined chargers possess a responsibility to reveal clearing proof. Breaching Brady is a grave professional breach. Breaching Brady can lead to loss of legal privileges. Breaching Brady can lead to legal accusations for blocking fairness. Breaching Brady can lead to reversing guilty verdicts. And if a judge determines that proof was intentionally eliminated, that's additionally severe. That's spoiling of proof. That's elimination of proof. That's an offense. That's basis for rejecting matters. And in this matter, evidently Bondi's group eliminated interactions in the Comey charge. They supposedly eliminated proof linked to Comey's accused side. They supposedly eliminated files that might have demonstrated Comey innocent, and a federal judge discovered them engaging in it. The judge discovered absent proof. The judge discovered discrepancy. The judge determined that proof had been eliminated, and the judge confronted them publicly in court, and Bondi simply became motionless. She was unable to justify it. She was unable to protect it because there's no protection for eliminating proof. There's no justification for hiding proof. You either performed it or you didn't, and evidently she performed. Now, what represent the outcomes? First, there's the loss of legal privilege grievance. A Florida bar grievance has been submitted toward Bondi. The grievance is numerous pages lengthy. The grievance outlines all the charges regarding elimination of proof, regarding hiding of proof, regarding professional breaches. If that grievance advances, Bondi might forfeit her legal authorization. Bondi might face loss of legal privileges, and that signifies she can never engage in legal practice anymore. Bondi might never serve as an attorney anymore. She might never operate at a legal company anymore. She might never enter court anymore. That's a path-ending outcome for an attorney. Second, there exist blocking fairness inquiries. Federal examiners are examining if Bondi blocked fairness. Federal examiners are examining if Bondi blocked fairness. Federal examiners are examining if Bondi breached the law. And if they discover proof of blocking, Bondi might encounter legal accusations. Bondi might face charging. Bondi might face trial. Bondi might face incarceration. Blocking fairness is a federal offense. It involves severe incarceration, period. And if Bondi is found guilty of blocking, she might encounter years incarcerated. Third, there exist the matters themselves. If judges determine that proof was eliminated or hidden, those matters might be discarded. The judges might reject all the accusations. The accused individuals might be cleared. The guilty verdicts might be reversed, and all the charges that Bondi's group initiated might be entirely useless due to the altering of proof. That's the outcome of eliminating proof. You forfeit the whole matter. And fourth, this is ruining the trustworthiness of the Justice Department. The Justice Department is meant to be the leading legal enforcement body in America. The Justice Department is meant to be unbiased. The Justice Department is meant to uphold the law equitably, but currently the Justice Department is being revealed as an instrument for Trump's individual grudge. The Justice Department is being revealed as eliminating proof. The Justice Department is being revealed as hiding proof. The Justice Department is being revealed as adhering to Trump's directives to charge his opponents. That's a huge betrayal of what the Justice Department is meant to represent. Now here's what's significant regarding the wider trend. This isn't the initial occasion Bondi's DOJ has faced charges of charger wrongdoing. There have existed numerous grievances. There have existed numerous inquiries. Here have existed numerous matters where judges have discovered issues with how Bondi's group managed proof. This is a trend, this is widespread, this is the whole DOJ under Bondi's direction being employed for Trump's partisan aims. And currently a federal judge has openly revealed it in public court. Currently all individuals recognize what's occurring. Currently all individuals can notice that the DOJ has become corrupted. Currently all individuals can notice that the DOJ has become corrupted. And here's what's significant regarding Trump's involvement in this. Trump serves as the president. Trump is directing the DOJ to charge his opponents. Trump is directing the DOJ to accelerate charges. Trump is directing the DOJ to initiate accusations without adequate proof. And Bondi is adhering. Bondi is adhering to Trump's directives. Bondi is employing the DOJ to execute Trump's grudge. That's against the Constitution. That's breaching the legal principle. That's precisely the type of authority misuse that removal is meant to handle. And legislature is observing. Legislature is noticing all of this. Legislature is employing all of this as proof of Trump's authority misuse. All right, so let's explain what Pam Bondi being discovered eliminating proof signifies for Trump's government and for American governance ahead. Let me provide you with the main aspects regarding why this is extremely grave and what follows. This is material that could basically alter everything. Aspect 1, the Attorney General faces severe judicial risk. So initially, Pam Bondi faces severe difficulty. She was discovered eliminating proof during federal trial. A federal judge revealed her publicly in court. There's a loss of legal privileges grievance toward her covering numerous pages. There exist blocking fairness inquiries. Bondi might forfeit her legal authorization. Bondi might encounter legal accusations. Bondi might face incarceration. This is the type of judicial risk that terminates professional paths. This is the type of situation that ruins individuals. And Bondi caused this upon herself through supposedly eliminating proof and hiding proof in charges that Trump directed. Now, what does this signify for Bondi ahead? It signifies she's likely going to face forced departure. It signifies she's likely going to encounter charging. It signifies she's likely going to face loss of legal privileges. It signifies her legal path is likely finished. And once Bondi departs, Trump's going to need to substitute her with another attorney general. And that attorney general is going to need to handle all these issues that Bondi caused. That attorney general is going to need to handle the loss of legal privileges grievances. That attorney general is going to need to handle the blocking inquiries. That attorney general is going to need to handle the reality that the DOJ's trustworthiness has become ruined. And here's what's significant. Bondi's collapse is harming Trump's government. Bondi serves as Trump's attorney general. Bondi is meant to be Trump's most reliable judicial counselor. Bondi is meant to lead legal enforcement. But rather, Bondi is being revealed as someone who eliminated proof and hidden proof to execute Trump's partisan grudge. And that ruins Trump's trustworthiness. That ruins the trustworthiness of the whole government. That causes all individuals to doubt what else the Trump government is performing incorrectly. That causes all individuals to ponder how many additional offenses the Trump government is performing. And that accelerates the removal momentum. Aspect 2, the Justice Department has become employed as a weapon. Here's where it becomes truly grave. The whole Justice Department has become employed as a weapon to execute Trump's individual grudge. Trump is directing the DOJ to charge his opponents. Trump is directing the DOJ to accelerate charges. Trump is directing the DOJ to initiate accusations, even without adequate proof. And Bondi is adhering. Bondi is employing the DOJ to execute Trump's directives. And to achieve that, Bondi's group is eliminating proof. Bondi's group is hiding proof. Bondi's group is breaching accused constitutional protections. And they're performing it all to execute Trump's partisan grudge. Now, why is this significant? Because the Justice Department is meant to be unbiased. The Attorney General is meant to be unbiased. The Attorney General isn't meant to accept directives from the President regarding who to charge. The Attorney General is meant to charge matters according to the proof in the law, not according to the President's individual opponents. But Trump is directing the DOJ to charge his opponents, and Bondi is adhering to those directives, and the entire structure is becoming corrupted. And here's what's significant. This is what totalitarianism resembles. This is what occurs in corrupt regimes. This is what occurs in autocracies. The autocrat employs the fairness structure to target his opponents. The autocrat employs chargers to execute his grudge. The autocrat employs the tribunals as an instrument for penalty. And that's precisely what's occurring with Trump and Bondi. Trump serves as the autocrat, employing Bondi as his instrument. Bondi is adhering to Trump's directives to charge Trump's opponents. And the entire structure is becoming corrupted. And the inquiry legislature is posing is how many additional charges has Bondi's DOJ corrupted? How many additional matters have experienced proof eliminated? How many additional accused individuals have experienced their constitutional protections breached? How many additional individuals has Trump directed the DOJ to charge? This trend of conduct is revealing widespread corruption in the whole Justice Department, and that's propelling the removal momentum. Aspect 3. Matters are going to face rejection and guilty verdicts reversed. Here's what's going to occur currently, that altering proof has become revealed. Judges are going to begin rejecting matters. Judges are going to begin reversing guilty verdicts. Judges are going to begin discarding everything Bondi's DOJ performed because it was all corrupted by proof elimination and hiding. That signifies James Comey might face clearing. That signifies other accused individuals might face clearing. That signifies guilty verdicts might face reversing. That signifies all the charges that Trump directed are going to disintegrate. And that's the outcome of eliminating proof. You don't merely forfeit the particular matter. You ruin the whole trustworthiness of the charge. Once a tribunal determines that you eliminated proof, judges doubt everything you performed. Judges doubt every item of proof you submitted. Judges doubt every person you called to testify. Judges doubt if anything you performed can be reliable. And that's why judges discard matters when they discover altering proof. That's why guilty verdicts become reversed, because the whole basis of the charge has become corrupted. And this is occurring in numerous matters. This is occurring with numerous charges. This is a widespread issue with Bondi's DOJ, not merely one separate occurrence. So numerous matters are likely going to face rejection. Numerous guilty verdicts are likely going to face reversing, and that signifies Trump's whole grudge charge effort is likely going to fail. Aspect 4, this accelerates removal and legislative action. And lastly, this is totally accelerating the drive for removal. Legislature is observing all of this. Legislature is noticing that Bondi's DOJ is supposedly altering proof. Legislature is noticing that Trump is directing charges of his opponents. Legislature is noticing that the Justice Department has become employed as a weapon for Trump's partisan aims. And legislature is employing all of this as proof of Trump's authority misuse. Legislature is stating if Trump is directing the DOJ to eliminate proof and hide proof to charge his opponents, then Trump has misused his authority. Trump has breached the Constitution. Trump ought to face removal, and the proof is vast. There's the federal judge revealing proof elimination publicly in court. There's the loss of legal privileges grievance toward Bondi. There's the blocking inquiries. There's Trump's Truth Social entries directing accelerated charges. There's the disclosed communications indicating Trump directing charges. There's the trend of focusing Trump's opponents. All of this combined demonstrates a widespread effort to employ the Justice Department as a weapon for Trump's partisan grudge. And that's precisely the type of authority misuse that removal is meant to handle. So, legislature is likely going to employ this Bondi circumstance as main proof in removal actions. Legislature is likely going to request files from the DOJ regarding proof elimination. Legislature is likely going to require statements from chargers regarding if they were directed to eliminate proof. Legislature is likely going to require statements from Bondi regarding if she permitted proof elimination. And all of this is going to accelerate the drive for removal. The essential point, look, so here's what you must recognize regarding what's occurring currently. Attorney General Pam Bondi was discovered eliminating proof during federal trial. A federal judge revealed her publicly in court, highlighting absent files and discrepancies. Bondi became motionless and was unable to justify her actions. There's a loss of legal privileges grievance toward her covering numerous pages. There exist blocking fairness inquiries toward her, and the whole justice agency is being revealed as having become employed as a weapon to execute Trump's individual grudge toward his opponents. This signifies Bondi faces severe judicial outcomes. Bondi might face loss of legal privileges. Bondi might face charging. Bondi might face incarceration, and the matters Bondi's DOJ initiated are going to face rejection or reversing because they were corrupted by proof elimination and hiding. James Comey and other accused individuals are likely going to face clearing or have their guilty verdicts reversed, and the whole Trump grudge charge effort is likely going to fail. This is totally accelerating the removal momentum toward Trump. Legislature is noticing that Trump directed the DOJ to charge his opponents. Legislature is noticing that Bondi was adhering to those directives. Legislature is noticing that proof was eliminated and hidden to execute Trump's grudge. And legislature is employing all of this as proof of Trump's authority misuse. Legislature is advancing toward removal according to this proof of employed fairness. This is what totalitarianism resembles. This is what occurs when a president employs the Justice Department as an instrument for his partisan grudge. This is what occurs when an attorney general eliminates proof to execute the president's directives. This is the corruption of the legal principle. This is the betrayal of what the Justice Department is meant to represent, and federal judges have currently openly revealed it in public court. All individuals can notice what's occurring. All individuals recognize the Justice Department has become corrupted, and the legislature is advancing toward responsibility through removal. This is enormous. This is totally unbelievable. This is the type of judicial and partisan catastrophe that shapes presidencies and alters the path of history. Bondi faces severe difficulty. Trump faces severe difficulty. The whole government faces severe difficulty, and the removal procedure is going to hasten. Remain informed, because this government is going to encounter unmatched judicial and partisan difficulties. The barriers are approaching. The structure of balances is operating. The tribunals are safeguarding the Constitution. Legislature is advancing toward responsibility. And Trump's government is disintegrating. This is totally outrageous.